What's happening, man?
Thanks for coming and doing this, man. This is a long time coming.
Yeah, for real. Appreciate you and everything, the good energy, positive vibes that you bring to the atmosphere, man. I already know how you get down with Point B Studios, man. Let's get it.
With the inquiring minds, I got a strap on me. I only see dollar signs just like a Greek omen. I got a kick out of 40 and...
Tell me about the song Euthanize.
First off, I don't know if a lot of people actually get like the double entendre in the name. Euthanize, and I put it as youth in eyes. So the euthanize that we see, and when you stare at someone in their eyes, the Bible says it's the window to their soul. So when you look at an elderly man, you gotta look in their eyes and see their youth, because the eyes don't change. Everything else does. So I try to take something that was kind of evil and made it good and put it to the youth in eyes.
Haters get paid extra when they watching over me. Hog tie, beat to death like a movie scene.
I know you got a lot of hidden jewels in this song, so tell me one of your most powerful words in the song.
The most powerful word that I wrote was actually no word. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm gonna explain that. Because I didn't actually put the real meaning in the song. So I didn't actually write the word that inspired it. But what really Youth in Eyes is about is that we as adults, as OGs, as a lot of us are being put in prison. We are being put on child support. The man in the household has been taken out of the home. So you have a lot of single mothers. So now you have a weak link in the household and in the community. So now movements can't be started. A lot of things are being euthanized. You know what I'm saying? So when they took the man out of the home, and like if you live in the projects, you can't have a man in the home while you live in the projects. It's just got to be the woman and maybe a child. The man cannot be caught there, or she loses, everything. And I have to say, women voted that either the government take care of them, or you leave the man in the home to take care of them. They chose the government. So that's where you have your welfare and your government assistance and stuff like that. And ever since then, the man has been taken out of the home, and everything has been euthanized from that point. Genetically, hereditarily, all that.
Reynolds leads to killers to boost the crime rate. He's like a pick of the earth because he being fake.
You're talking about men being taken out of the home. Go deeper in that for me. Tell me what you mean.
Yeah, actually, like if you date back into like the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, actually black families, African American families, was pretty strong. They prayed together, they ate together. To these days, ask your normal household, how many just go to the table in the kitchen and eat as a family? You may have your son in the freaking room eating by himself. The mama may be at work, dad may be in prison. We don't eat together, we don't pray together. Half of us don't even go to church together. So the man knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
So what do you think we can do here in this? What can we do as a community to get back to that?
What can we do is you gotta start with most older men keep being honest. Being honest. Honesty is the best policy, meaning that we tell these youth in our eyes that this ain't the way to go. Sipping lean, doing drugs, hustling. This ain't the way to go. Your average teenager, your average young man these days don't even own a toolbox. He don't even know how to probably change his oil, because there's no man in the home. It's been euthanized. And so, and the government which like Ronald Reagan and all them gave us crack, put it in the hood, and euthanized the older man to a broken down bum on the street that can't even care for himself, which is like a child. He was a youth in the eyes of the government. So that's what the whole goal was for the government, was to break our men down, because we had a strong force like the Black Panthers, we had a strong force like the Marcus Garvey movement, we had a strong force like Tupac Shakur, and COINTELPRO and Hoover and all them. They was like, look, we're not gonna have no more. We're gonna flood this crack into their hood and community, and we're gonna break the man down. We're gonna break the man all the way down. And just so happened the women started to follow suit. The women started to do it as well. They didn't ever think that the woman would get on it, because she's usually not into drugs, more into beauty. And so therefore, men who usually wouldn't be with a beautiful woman like that would introduce her to crack. Once she gets hooked, now she need it, now he wants something from her. And now she's broke down, kids are still at home. Now the dad and the mom ain't there. That's what the government wanted. They lose the home, and the government makes twice as much as money off the property because they reselling it again, and that's gentrification.
Mentally, eyes wide like I seen a ghost. In other words, on this topic, I'm considered woke.
What can we look forward to in the next iteration of projects you're working on?
Okay, we go off energy to where I let the beat tell me. I want it to be anointed. I want it to be spiritual. I don't go into any situation knowing, that's how you make God laugh. You tell him what you want to do. No, he tells me what he want me to do. So when I hear the beat, I let it fill up the room, I let it marinate, and then the lyrics rain down on my head like that. And I just, some people get writer's block because the lyrics are sprinkling down on them so fast, they can't write it fast enough, and they just get writer's block. Me personally, I hurry up and jot it down real fast, you know what I'm saying? And I try to write everything, because a lot of these new artists is doing this freestyle stuff and trying to do the, with no pen and pad. But it's just like the Bible. When you write it down, it becomes anointed. So I always want to, and you also leave it for your children to read, because we wouldn't have Psalms. Psalms mean songs. So we wouldn't have Psalms in the Bible without him writing down his songs that he gave to the chief of the music, David. So it's just, I try to mimic like the David and the King Solomon fact of writing my lyrics and melody and song, and just I don't know what's next. I just live in the moment. So I don't know. There's a young man right now, and not to go too long, there's a young man right now in his room tapping on his beat machine. Boom, 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 not knowing that beat is manufactured for me in Louisville, Kentucky. He could be somewhere in Nebraska. And he's not even knowing that that's for me. And that's what's gonna take him out of that room and take me to another level. That's what's anointing. That's what I like. Like, there's someone making a pair of Jordans right now in a factory. They don't know it's gonna be on my feet. So yeah, I live for the moment, man. I live for the moment, especially being from Louisville, Kentucky. You just never know, man. Like we was talking about, hatred, jealousy, emotional men, sister girls. Yeah, just live for the moment, man. Just live for the moment.
Feds playing this court to use against me. Death to the oppressor until we all free. Wasted talent going broke, got me feeling malice. I'm playing chess, not checkers out of King's Palace. Took a seed of thought, impregnate the game. Mother Nature cheated on me, then it all changed.